Yo, what is up, guys, and welcome to ATV FARMS episode 120, but American Farming episode 3 of the 1970s series. So today's plan is we're going to do an equipment tour real quick, and then we've got to cultivate that cornfield that I showed you guys in episode 2. Or episode 1. So, I believe I've got a buddy coming out today too to help with cultivation, so that way I can do something else or fly the drone. So let's get on it with the equipment tour, and I'll see him. You guys will meet my buddy when he gets here. So here we go. So we'll start here in the big shed. We'll start with my truck. So right here is my 1975. Okay, Wyatt's here. So right here we've got my 1973 Ford F-150 with a 420 big block engine under the hood. And then in the shed here, we've got two things. The one and only tractor that we've got so far, a 1974 International 1086 on singles, which this tractor will be in use today. And then over here, we've got a 1972 Case IH Axial Flow 2144 combine, and we've got a 1969 Case IH 8-row corn head, which I probably could have backed up a little bit because it's literally sitting on the wall. So that's everything in here. I'll talk about the implements, and then we'll go talk to Wyatt and Wyatt's his name, and then we'll get to work on tillage. So, he came in from the other entrance of the farm. So, over here, we've got a 1969 International 490 disc, which will also be in use today. Right next to it, we've got a 1971 Case IH so we got the 1968 International 490 disc. And then we've got the 1971 Case IH 955 12-row planter that will be in use next episode. And then right here we've got a 1962 fertilizer wagon for P&K or urea. And then over here we've got our 1945 Kilbros gravity wagon for grain transport. And then I believe, yes, he's over here. So over here we've got Wyatt. He drives a 1969 Dodge Ram. So hold on. He drives a 1969 Dodge D250, which is right here. The 1969 Dodge D250. Morning, Wyatt. So if you want to head into the shop real quick, and I'll get your truck parked. So if you want to head into the shop and get the feel for the 1086, and then I'll get your truck parked, and then we'll get going on tillage, okay? Alright, man. So that's Wyatt. If I can get my thing to cooperate with me so I can get in his truck. So I went ahead and switched him places. I'm going to park his truck for him. He's going to go get the 1086 set and ready. I'm probably just gonna park his truck like right next to mine. So, which is over here. So now, I don't want to block the door. Okay, park right there. Alright, so Wyatt's already inside. All we gotta do is go open the door and then run into my own truck. We've already done the equipment tour. So we'll open the shed door. Come over here. Wyatt's waiting on me over at the disc already, because he got a feel for the tractor right away. So you can see him over there standing, waiting on me to get him hooked up so we can start tillage. Yep, wrong way. So hopefully this video is not very long, but with it being, so we got it hooked up. Wyatt's gonna meet us over at the field that we're disking, and then we'll go from there. So just sit back and enjoy the video. So we're gonna get out here, get the disc unfolded. I'm gonna switch over to the drone. Unfold. Switch to drone view. And then let Wyatt go on a little disking. Yeah, a little spring field work. Trying to get the ground ready to plant next month. As you guys can clearly tell. That's exactly what we're doing. And of course, but yeah, disking this field really shouldn't take too long. Time constraint. So he's almost done with the first headland pass. And that's one headland lap down. I think one more to go. So, yeah. It's a little spring field work. Well, that's probably, hopefully that's not a problem for the planter. It shouldn't be. hold on, let me check the map and see how well this field's doing on disking. Tillage. Well, at least it's safe to say that it's getting done. The blue means secondary tillage. And there's another missed spot. I'm sure the planter will take care of that. But yeah, we're gonna finish out tillage, which I believe, nope, there's one more lap around the field. And then tillage will be done. So I believe this is the last headland lap, and then he's gonna start on the rows. Yep. So he's gonna start on rows here soon. And then I was gonna stop him and have him and hit the spots that he missed, but if I decide to, I can do that once we get hold on, did that take the crop off the map? Yeah. So we're almost to the starting rows. Yep, he started rows right there. And apparently he's gonna do what the combine did. And quite literally, I'd say I messed the field up. Well, it's gotta get done somehow, so Wyatt's doing his job, getting paid. So yeah, he's just diving into another piece of the... Don't know why he's going that way, but... Oh no, I know why, so he can go back down and use that other section that he missed. And he's quite literally taking out water to land with him. So now he's gonna start on the long down and backs. Cover very much time. So we're also starting this series off with $43,947.17. That's the amount of money we're starting with 3 months into the series. So we're nearing, this is probably the last row. Yep. Yeah, at least he's taking out some of his own misses. Oh no, never mind. There's gonna be one more row after this. Gonna put the disc away and then put the disc down here. We'll have to do that apparently. So we've got most of the major spots hit. Wyatt's just got to do one more turnaround and then we'll be done with tillage. Unless I decide to go back and hit the spots that he missed, which, to be honest, the planter can hit that. So I'll just leave that alone and let when I'll probably just hit what's like right there because it's like right there, but so Wyatt had did not aim to. Oh, I gotta lower the disc. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit the spots that like the close spots that he missed real quick. And then lift the plow, row it into road gear so we can shoot across to the other side and hit what's over here. Drop it down. We'll hit close the small spot first. Turn around. And then turn around again. And then I believe there's one more spot to hit, which is over. Actually, I'll just go ahead and leave the plow down that way, I'll just start from the base up. So we've done it. We've officially disked up the entire field. And it's ready for planting season next month. So Wyatt went back to his rig. Oh, I gotta lift it up. And we're gonna go put this away. Up the road, the driveway's over here. So, and then I'll show you guys the map of the finished field. And then we might get into hogs. Switch to third person, that way I can see. Okay, slow down to 10 mile an hour, and I'm not gonna be able to get through there. Okay, apparently we're gonna go over the got it. Now I just gotta I think it'd be easier to do it in first person. Yeah, it'd be easier to do it in first than it would anything else. On. Nope, not straight. Gotta get straight. I wanna get the gotta be fucking shitting me. What claims to be the easiest implement to back up. There we go. Wyatt's gonna pull the pin. Got it. Alright, bud, I'll see you in the next. I'll see you tomorrow. You're good to go. So we got the disc in. And Wyatt went. Well, he's gonna leave his truck here, but he called an Uber home. Actually, he's gonna stay here. He's gonna live here because I've got the 5 bedrooms. So we're gonna put the 1086 away. Right there. We're gonna come over here. We're gonna fix the corn header. That way it's like sitting right on the ground. I'll do this in third so I know I don't run into the tractor. There we go. Now we got it. Alright folks, I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys enjoy. Well, first I gotta close the shop door. I forgot about that. Close the door. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, we got it in here now.